Hello, hello. Happy Thursday, although it feels like a Friday. We'll just hang out here until people join. When you join, let me know how you're doing by saying hi in the chat. I have a message on my spirit today, and that's why I'm here live to tell all of you. I'm feeling so good and open today. Like I don't feel any resistance to expressing my feelings, my emotions today, which is nice. So let me know if you can hear me, please. And I'll let you know what's on my heart. I should also share the link. Give me one moment. Okay, I just posted it. All right, where should I start? This is coming up at the perfect time, what's on my heart right now, because this is also a topic for, hi Melissa. This is also a topic for the September Patreon. Hi Corey. And hi Morgan. Yes, the notifications worked. I got one too. So happy to see that. So as many of you know, I made a decision earlier in the year, I think it was January or February, where I said to myself, I am going to dedicate myself to my purpose, my channeling, spirit work. I'm going to put that at the forefront, and I'm going to do something pretty consistently to put myself out there, to share myself in an authentic way instead of hiding myself. And I made that decision because I naturally can be pretty passive in terms of sharing. I naturally just want to hide out. Like I always say, I just like being in my cave. But let me tell you guys, like when I made the decision to stop being passive and to start putting my purpose, my spiritual work the forefront, so much has changed for me. When I started doing it consistently, that's the thing. Like I was doing it before, but I wasn't consistent about it. And when I said to myself, a lot of the time to wake up and do this thing you know you want to do, and you know that it won't progress unless you start doing the work, because no one's going to push me except for me. I can get all these people around me who say like they like what I post, but that helps, but I need to motivate myself instead of waiting for the motivation. And I think so many of us, like I have a lot of people that follow me are creatives, they're healers, they're have so many great ideas that they want to do. And the motivation, you have to create your own motivation. You have to motivate yourself. It's not just going to find you. And I had been, metaphorically speaking, sitting on my couch waiting for the motivation to find me. And I had to find it myself. I had to do it myself. And once I started putting myself out there consistently, then I started to understand what I love to do and what also people appreciated too, what people wanted to hear, what people wanted to see, and what I was comfortable doing, and I was able to improve as well. You can see the difference between my videos this year. You can see the difference from like last month versus January, how things have shifted. Look at this month versus last year, how things have shifted. And it's because I said, time to motivate myself, because I knew that the life that I had at the time in January, February, it was fine, but I knew that there was so much more for me, and I realized that I needed to be an active participant. And I wasn't being an active participant. I was waiting. I was in that waiting state, and I didn't have to be, because I was needed to be active in my own life. And I posted about this a while back on Instagram, that we can't be backseat drivers in our life. Yes, life will put us into places and things will be fated, so to speak, but we also need to, we're drivers in our life. And I use the reference, Jesus take the wheel. Jesus will be the passenger. He will be in the passenger seat, watching us, supporting us. That's what our guides do. But we have to be active participants in our lives. And I was just looking back on all of the changes that have happened to me. And this week I did higher self channelings for a major corporation. We were on screen and I was channeling their higher selves, and I was like, oh my goodness, who would have thought like that people would be interested in this? And who would have thought that I'd have these types of opportunities? And I would not have been given this chance if I had not made the commitment to myself to start being active, instead of just sitting around and saying like, oh, well, why isn't this happening for me? It's because I wasn't doing anything. I was just waiting. And there's a difference between being like receptive. That's completely one thing. But I was being stagnant. And I didn't want to take any action because I was afraid. And now I'm just like, I may be afraid, but who cares? I know what I'm supposed to do. What else? I wanted to say something else related to this. Oh, so in addition to making that choice to be active, what's also important is to wake up every day with that reminder that you're going to be heart-led. You're leading with your heart and not your mind. Because my mind says, I just want, again, to sit down and listen to music all day and not really do anything. But when I start my day with my meditation, when I take my walk, and then I ask, like, how can I serve today? Then I get all these ideas flowing about how I can serve myself and how I can serve my community and anyone else who may come across my videos. So it's about setting that intention and making sure that you are clear on that every day. And it's important. I felt on my heart to speak on this morning, not only because I'm like so excited about like all of the opportunities, but I also want people to know like this wasn't, things started flowing even more when I accepted my purpose and I accepted that I need to be a participant in my life by taking action. And it's just so beautiful the way that unfolds. And just, I don't know, believe in yourselves, guys. How's everyone doing today? Time is so strange. I'm telling you, I thought it was Friday. Hello, Brandy. You are an inspiration, Corey. I'm just like, there's so many beautiful people that I interact with who have amazing gifts. And like, I see you guys so much. I see you. I see myself in you. And I'm sure it's vice versa too. We're all going through very similar stuff. And just want to encourage you guys because you have to make the choice eventually. You have to eventually say, okay, do I want things to continue to stay the same, or am I ready to explore? Even if you don't feel like you're ready, you may need to do it anyway. And just so many blessings have come in. So many opportunities, so many connections. Like, I've met my soul family, and it's just so beautiful. Like, if I was still just deciding to stay in my cave and not communicate with people, not put myself out there, then I would not have connected with a lot of you guys here in this chat today. Like, we would not have gotten to know each other, and that would have been sad because I love all of you. So I want to tell you guys what's happening in September, and let me know if you have any questions. I'll look at the chat in a second. I just don't want to get distracted. Okay, so September Patreon, we're going to have the All Hearts Gathering, Ask Us Anything, where we're focusing on what ancestors are around to help you with your sacred path, and what specifically are they helping you with. So during that Ask Us Anything, you can come on screen. We're doing it on Zoom, and I'll channel whatever ancestors are around you and what they can help you with, how to build your altar if you don't have one already, what can you put on the altar, that kind of stuff, so that you can form a deeper connection with them, and so that you feel that support and guidance as you start to understand your sacred path more, because it's about the little things, little decisions you make too. It's about the day-to-day. Like I said, I start my day with keeping in mind like my heart. I start my day prioritizing what does spirit want me to do today. If I don't start my day like that, I am like a slug in a bad way. I'm just like a blob if I don't start my day that way. So that's pretty cool because you get to channel the ancestors and see what it is that they're helping us with. And then we're going to have a daily planner session Jasmine is leading because she loves doing daily plank stuff, I'm terrible at it. I want to learn how to do that with my day-to-day life to get stuff out of my head. And then we're doing a Maya Angelou masterclass about honoring the ancestors you are embodying in the now. And then a Yeshua masterclass about choosing peace in these modern warfare times. And then we have our community bonfire. So that's the offering for September's Patreon. I have the link in the description as well. It's all related to daily practice, your sacred path, and super exciting to channel Maya Angelou. And Yeshua popped his head in and was like, I want to do something too. So that's why we have a ton of offerings in September. Usually the schedule, we just have one class a month. So I'm going to catch up on the chat. You're welcome, Morgan. Hey, I need the fire too. So when my fire is lit, then I'm like, let me light everyone else's fire. Melissa, I'm sorry to hear about the negative job stuff. I hope that you're able to find peace. Corey says, I want to feel empowered again. It's missing. So my first step is changing my food intake. It's time for Corey to bring sexy back. Nice. Yeah, my goal for the month of September is to stay gluten-free the entire month. And I've been, for the most part, fasting at 5 p.m. and my body loves it. It's just, I feel so good and clear when I do that. Rob says, once you open the gates, the flood of love and oneness flows in. Yes, absolutely. When you do something, when you act on something in a passive way, when you give something passive energy, I'm finding in my life that that's what you get in return. Passive energy back. So I want to show up for as many things as I can with that full, clear energy of all my soul, instead of just being like having that passiveness about it. Because it's just being returned to me in so many beautiful ways when I show up for myself and others in that way too. Hi, Jamie. Yes, Corey's already definitely sexy. But Corey, I get you completely. Morgan says, I've been listening to my body and doing the food stuff, working on getting my strength and energy back. What I need is a routine, my practice. Yeah. Getting all the nudges there. Yeah. I feel that so strongly that we kind of need some assistance and encouragement with the daily things. Like, what decisions do we need to make on a daily basis to be more heart-led? How's everyone else doing? What's going on? What are your plans for today? And yeah, who do you want to see me channel? What stuff do you want to see on this YouTube channel as well? Morgan, I'm not a morning person. And for some reason, my sleep schedule has been really strange lately. Like, I go to bed around 1 a.m., 1 or 2 a.m., and then I wake up at 8, and like it's normal. Like, I don't need as much sleep anymore, but I'm just going with it. I would like to go to bed earlier, though. It just hasn't been happening. Melissa says, thinking about starting a wellness journal. That's cool. I love that. I love that idea. I'd love to see that. Good morning, Mary. How was your birthday? Jamie said, I just had an online class. What class did you have? Are you in school? I love the peace of the morning, especially before others get up. I love the peace in the morning too. I just don't like getting up. I would just rather be in bed. But luckily I have a dog and she makes me get up. Developmental psychology. What's your major, Jamie? Thank you, Mary. So I just feel like I'm in the mood to like kind of seduce myself in a way. I don't mean like a sexual way. I just mean like getting my home really pretty. I want to impress myself. So that's what I'm doing today. So switching up my space, organizing it in a way that I'm just like, wow, Lana, that looks good. You look good. Jamie, what do you want to change it to? I did business. I have a math degree and I did a business studies minor. Morgan says, same, Alana. I'm always so groggy. I feel better after taking time for breath work and yoga, but often choose to sleep and get up and go straight to work. I feel so groggy in the morning, and then I'm always like, I'm going straight to bed after I walk my dog, and then once I get some fresh air, I'm wide awake and I'm like, oh, I can't take a nap now. I'm too awake. Corey, can you channel the sun? Ra. Ra says you can channel me. Ra and the sun go hand in hand. For me, anyway. What are you feeling with the sun, Corey? Anything else you guys want to see me channel? 3 or 4 in the morning. That's insane. What time do you go to bed, Morgan? Do you go to bed super early? The sun is always sending us new energy. That's like always the thing. We can always connect with the sun and get activations that way. There's never not any activations happening. So I always make a point when I'm outside to take a look at the sun and I like thank it and just breathe it in. No, I don't mean like, I think there's like a lot of people that I have heard like things, not recently, but I do hear like, oh, the sun is sending specific activations and everything, but like in general, the sun is always sending stuff to us. And I think that what changes is that people's attention on it. So I'm not saying that to tell you that you're wrong. I'm just saying that the sun is always there to energize us. It's our energy source. Okay, good. I wasn't sure if I was like I didn't want you to think that I was like saying anything mean. Mary always been an early riser. Man, you early risers, I really admire you guys. I don't want to do anything until like 11 a.m. Like, I don't want to actually use any part of myself until 11 a.m. So it's a struggle. Um, Morgan likes to sunbask, and people look at her like a crazy hippie. Yeah. That's okay, though, because you're getting all that vitamin D. So, Mary, I also wilt at sundown. I have like a short window. So at like sundown, then it's like, okay, time to chill out. I used to walk around my apartment just like not turning on the lights. So when it was sundown, I was like, oh, I don't want to do anything anymore. But then I started turning lights on, and now I'm a little bit more productive. I know that sounds silly. You're a night owl for sure, Corey. Yeah. Raw is so interesting. I remember with Pamela's, um, what was it, Council of Nine channeling with Ra, and he talked a lot, had so much information. I still need to read I think the Law of One book. And in that channeling of Pamela's, Dolores Cannon like took over. She made things more human sounding because Ra talks endlessly. And that was funny. I think that channeling is on her website still, on PamelaArlen.com. Do you guys have any plans for the weekend? I'm very excited about life. No plans. Are you working, Corey? Going to camp. Morgan spent so much time in the woods. That's so. I wonder if I can camp. Do you camp? You have a cabin, right? You're not just like in a sleeping bag in the woods. Mary's chilling outdoors. Jamie's working. I am. What am I doing this weekend? I am having fun. I'm trying to have fun and celebrate. Yeah. Essential oil business. Corey, I'm so surprised that the first time I heard about your essential oil business was through Jen Ward. So I need to hear more about this. Is there a link that you can share with us in the chat? Yeah, I need more fun too. So I'm going to be allowing more fun into my life instead of rejecting all of the fun that's been offered to me. And I love essential oils. So, and I'm sure everyone here does too. So we'd love to see the link. What else do you guys want to talk about? Look at my odd looking crystal. What do you think of it? What is it saying to you? It's so phallic. I didn't realize it when I got it, that it was just so blatantly phallic. Well, if there's nothing else, then I think that's everything. Um, if any of you just joined midway, I encourage you to look at the beginning of the video. And September's Patreon is about daily discipline and doing a Maya Angelou channeling and Yeshua and talking about daily planner stuff and ancestor connection. And I'm going to be channeling the ancestors that are around everyone to help with your sacred path and to find more information about everyone's sacred paths. So yeah, that's what's happening. And thank you all for joining me. I hope that everyone has a great day, and sending you all the love and peace. And Corey, comment in the YouTube with your link. Take care.